This is Thornton Hall Country Park. By day, it's a family-friendly farm park offering lots of funs for the little ones. But by night, it becomes screams at Thornton Hall Country Park.
What's that you're holding there?
It's a little camera.
It looks like it. I'm not going to say what it looks like.
Oh, we're famous now.
It's a bit bigger than what I usually hold, to be fair.
Really?
So unlike previous years, the mazes have actually been built in permanent structures on the top of the hill. A couple of years ago, they were all down here where the little trick-or-treating street is for spooks. They had permanent tents down there, or sorry, temporary tents down there. But now it looks like we've got permanent structures up the top for all of the mazes. Electrocutions, forced restraints. Can I turn back now? Well, they have 3 mazes here today, and first up on the list is Malkin Manor. Now this is one that we can take you through, so we're going to go in and see what it's like.
Alright guys, are we the hunters of the paranormal, is that right?
That's correct.
Come on, follow me. The truth about this old house, that's right, the one and the only Malkin Manor. House is the Malkin family, and that sicko up there, that's Edward Malkin. Oak trees in the gardens.
Oh! Oh, this way.
This way.
Oh! Something touched me. Oh.
Oh no!
You hit the wrong way!
Right, so we've just come out of Malkin Manor, and a bit of a mixed bag there. I'm going to have to go through it again, because the maze is literally just that. It's a complete maze. There's doors opening back and forth, there's curtains to walk through. We came across so many dead ends. We ended up at one point walking through a doorway behind the scenes where we were meant to go. The people had to keep showing us exactly where to go, which direction to go around, because it's so dark in there that you couldn't just see anything that you were doing. The parts where there were lighting and you could see, the theming in there does look immaculate. It's a really beautiful maze. The makeup that all the characters have got on, that's also pretty damn special. But otherwise there weren't really any scares, because it was just a bit too confusing trying to find your way around it. But now we've got a general idea of sort of the way around and the way the maze works. We'll go through again and just see if we can get a bit of a better run through. So yeah, bit of a mixed one with that. But now we've just come up to Jinxed, the clown maze here, and we're going to give that one a try as well.
Where'd you get that from then?
Screamfest.
Oh, I don't know that.
It's where a few of your kind hang around.
Clowns.
Clowns.
I love clowns. I met this clown down by the pub the other day, and do you know what she did? Do you know what she did?
What?
She gave me a wave and then a kiss on the cheek.
Aww.
And then she cut me. She literally grabbed her knife and she went wah, 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 wah.
Well, touch him wherever he likes. Yes! You can be in my boudoir anytime.
Can you look your head a bit?
Hello.
Come this way. Follow me.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus, wept. Came out of nowhere. Oh, God.
Welcome to my nice flowing spectacular. You look like my next target.
Oh, thank you.
Can I steal that pretty face?
Jesus Christ, they come out of nowhere. Oh, shit. So, we've just come out of Jinxed, and that was actually really good. The clowns in there were very sinister. It was a clown themed maze, but lots of like unique elements that I've never seen before in a clown maze. It didn't rely on all the old classic tropes. It did have a room that was tilted around 45 degrees. It had some latex tunnels, which is the only thing I'd probably say about that, is that the latex tunnel went on for a bit too long at the end. And again, it's a little bit too dark in there. This is just personal preference for me, obviously, but I do like to be able to see all of the theming and what's going on in there. And so far, both of the mazes have been extremely dark. Obviously not wanting to use the light to spoil things for others. But otherwise, a really solid maze. The clowns in there were excellent. The theming in there was excellent when you could see. Really good. Impressed so far.
How's it going for you lot then? You doing all right?
We're doing all right.
Lovely. Where you been so far then, eh?
We've been to Malkin Manor and Jinxed, and we're just about to come in here.
Are you getting drinks first? Or are you going straight in?
We're going straight in.
Brave and brave then, aren't you?
Oh yes.
You're going straight in there.
Yep.
Gonna have you crawling around on your hands and knees in there.
Oh, nice.
Get yourself in the queue while it's not too busy. And
I will.
Before you in there.
Right, so into the final maze of the night, and we may go through all these again. There's just the 3 mazes here tonight, but we do get unlimited go-arounds just to try them out with and without the camera. So we're off into Blackmarket now. 3 of the 6 of us are going to go in. All of the lads are going in. The females are chickening out. Don't want to be electrocuted tonight, but yeah, this sounds like a pretty serious maze. Electrocution, forced restraints, hoods over your head, actors will move you around. It does sound like an absolute beast, so we're not allowed to actually film in this one, so we'll catch you on the outside and let you know just what it's like. So we've just come out of Blackmarket, and oh my god, what an absolutely incredible maze that was. Spoiler warning, if you don't want to hear details of what goes on in the maze, then skip ahead now. So you went in there, it was very adult themed, the people in there were very aggressive, extraordinary use of language in there, but essentially it just looked like your standard maze, very well themed, really good actors in there. And then it felt like it took a downward turn because you started coming across the members of your group, you started going round in circles, you'd come across the same actors, you'd come across the same scenes, and for a moment, a good 2-3 minutes, you're thinking, man, this is like really badly organised, what's going on here? But it turns out it's actually intentional disorganisation. It's part of the show, to which point you are then batched off into a separate room where you are placed against a wall, you are isolated, you have a bag placed over your head, you are bound, you are verbally abused, you are pushed around, things slammed on the wall around you, blasted with air cannons. It is a fantastic maze. Really well done, really adult themed, and the most intense maze that we've definitely been in this year. It's not so much a maze as it is a horror experience, and they've really outdone themselves with that here today. Thoroughly impressed with it. So, George, what happened to you in the maze?
I got raped. Nearly. Well, she made me go on my knees, down and pray. While I was trying to pray to God to save me. She put her legs all over my shoulder and she wanted to pee on me. And he asked me if it smelled nice, which I enjoy it. It was a good experience. I really enjoy it.
It's definitely a thoroughly sexualised adult maze, isn't it?
Definitely. Keep calling me pretty boy. Really upset me.
When I walked in the room, she definitely thought it was a pretty boy because she was gyrating up and down him. But yeah, that's what we absolutely love. A proper adult themed maze. It's the way a scared event should be. Guest llama. Say hello. Nope, not having any of it. You can order plenty of food here as well, inside the secret garden, which is a lovely marquee with a bar on the inside. It's got some fire heaters, as well as a stage with plenty of music on. And when you order food from one of the many food trucks, you do get a little buzzer, so you can sit down, enjoy your drink, and wait for it to go off to go collect your food. So we've got the sweet chili chicken, and also some loaded Cajun fries, and they all look quality. And whilst we're here, we might as well have a look at the pumpkin patch. Didn't see him coming. I don't know what's creepier, screaming at you or the fact that they are pure silent. The pure silence, I would say. So this is the pumpkin patch. Don't know how much of it you can see. That they actually use during the day for the children's event Spooks, which we do actually have a video on the channel, so go check that out if you want to see what Spooks is like. But this also gets a lot of very nice theming. Obviously it's all just pumpkins, but they do a lot of little photo ops in here. There's lots of little sheds. It's all very nice for a kid's experience. The kind of theming that they've got in here and the pumpkins that you can pick is really nice. But obviously here for Screams tonight with the scarecrows, you are actually able to just have a walk around it. It's almost like a little bit of a scare zone. As you've just seen, there's a little bit of entertainment here as well, somewhere to get some nice lovely food, and I'll put a little video in earlier of just the kind of food that is available and on offer. But the rest of our party has gone home and I've left just me and the good wife here, and we're going to go around Blackmarket together, aren't we, Lucy?
No, we are not.
Why aren't we going in Blackmarket, Lucy? Do you not want to be bound and gagged?
No.
Not here?
Zapping me, we know that.
Just at home? Right, off we go, round two.
Oh, it's you, your little wand thing again.
With my little wand.
Little wand. What does he do with his little wand?
You don't want to know.
You keep it in your bedside drawer?
I do.
I know. I can tell from the way you're walking. They feed me dog biscuits.
Yeah, not my thing.
Not your thing?
Not my thing.
You feed him better than dog biscuits?
I feed her.
Oh, you feed her. Oh, it's like that, isn't
The
it?
bedside table again.
Oh, yeah. Say no more. Well, enjoy.
I will. Some pretty good character interaction around the park as well.
Are you coming with me? Keep your hands
Welcome to my world of havoc.
Oh shit.
Give a kiss then, sweetheart. I ain't seen someone events of you for a couple of hours now. Get in. This way.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just been through Jinxed again for a second time, and unfortunately I think that's probably going to be the last run through of any maze that we do, because the maze is closed at 9:30 and we've just crossed that threshold. But that was actually a great run through, a lot better than the first time round. And I think what the difference was is this time round, because we were on a zone, I actually had my camera light on. They allowed me to use the camera light on just to get a little bit of footage. And because you could actually see that little bit extra where you were going, it didn't take away from the experience, but it flowed a lot better, it was a lot smoother, the scares were on time, but they got some really good scares in there. The actors had changed up locations throughout the evening and got me a good couple of times in there. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that second run through of that one. So I think for this maze, as well as Malkin Manor, definitely a tad little more lighting. I mean, I've got a really soft camera light, so it didn't really affect much. It wasn't bright, it wasn't luminescent, it just had that tinge of lighting so you could see where you're going. But a bit of lighting in both those mazes, they'd be perfect. Don't get overtime, you know. It's after 9:30. Anyway, what did you think of the event, Mr. Scarecrow? I agree. It was... I'm off now. Oh, there. Whew. Right, guys, we're all done for Screams at Thornton Hall Country Park. It's been a really fun night. Firstly, thank you everyone down at Thornton Hall for inviting us down. It's a genuine pleasure to come down and experience this. You guys that work there will already know that we've been coming for here with our little lad for many years. We've been vlogging some of the events here for many years. So to be invited back to this really did mean a lot to us, especially with scare season being like the most important season for us. It truly is appreciated. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts for that. In terms of the event, it's been a really solid event. It's brand new for this year, and you can tell that it's brand new. There are some areas that could use a little bit of work, but as a whole event, it was fantastic. Both the first maze and the last maze, so Malkin Manor and Jinxed, both of them are very dark. It's quite hard to see as you're going through there. You can just about capture a little bit of the theming, but you don't necessarily know where you're going. When we were in Malkin Manor at the start, we actually ended up walking backstage, come across someone's backpack, and we're like, crap, we're probably not meant to be here. So it could just do with a tinge, a little more lighting in there. And as I've mentioned already, when we went round again, when we were on a zone, so we didn't feel like we were spoiling it for anyone else, we did use the camera light to get a bit of footage. And just having that little bit of light on in there, that soft light, really helped the atmosphere, really helped you to see where you were going and just let the experience flow a lot smoother. The event on the outside of the mazes, there's a few wandering scare actors out there, there's some really good lighting. It's obviously a beautiful farm park anyway, so the actual setting of the event is really, really nice. What I'd potentially do in future is just add a little bit of atmosphere on the outside. So a few more wandering scare actors, a little bit more music there. They do have the secret garden with the live music in the middle, which is really nice. But just as you're walking up the pathways, just a couple of speakers to get some ambient audio out there, just to bring up that atmosphere. Maybe a couple of fog machines around the place would really help. But overall, the atmosphere on the outside is really super. The food here was absolutely phenomenal, whether you come here for Screams or whether you come here anytime during the year. The food is also phenomenal. And then Blackmarket. Blackmarket was an absolutely brilliant maze. I was a bit wary about going in. Lucy didn't want to go in. But as I've said on previous vlogs before, for me, an adult scare event should be heavily adult themed. Swearing, lots of sexual innuendos, things like that in there, and that maze did not disappoint. You were one step short of being abused in there, the way you were restrained, the way you were electrocuted, the way that you were bound and dragged all over the place, the way that you were isolated and hooded. It honestly was a super intense maze. Now, anyone that has any form of neurodivergent difficulties, it's definitely a maze to avoid for you. It is extremely pressing on your sensitivities, so it's definitely not for the faint of hearted, but easily the favourite maze that I have done all year. Extremely intense and extremely adult. Overall, it's been an absolutely super experience here. If you've liked the video today, then please, by all means, smash the like button. If you've been or you are planning to come, comment down below, let us know. And if you want to see more, check out his old videos from all this scare season and subscribe to see what's coming up later in the year. With that being said, we'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.